It's finally time to create a new background for the layout. I've been thinking, creating and installing a backdrop at this stage would be the better option versus installing one after things are built up. For the moment, the wall behind the tables have nothing more than some light blue bristle board that's sticky tacked to the wall. It's safe to say it's time for an upgrade. As seen in previous videos, the existing tables combined are roughly 11.5 feet long. The wall itself that runs parallel adjacent to the tables are exactly 132.5 inches. It's quite the canvas size to work with. The method I've gone with is designing a layered canvas using a combination of real and computer-generated images on Photoshop. One of the advantages with creating backgrounds on Photoshop is being able to completely customize the scene to the exact size and depth of field you require. It'll give the scene an ultra-realistic look and simulate infinite distance beyond the layout. The first step was to measure and get an accurate dimension. I'm using inches for measurement. The key to printing large-size file documents is the resolution, or also known as the DPI. 100 DPI is the default for the majority of most web graphics. However, when going to print, 300 DPI is the standard. Usually magazines and posters are set at that resolution. I'll show you the smaller background I made for the far corner as an example. This particular piece is not very big, but it'll show you how I've gone about using layers and sky backgrounds. This background example sits up top the forest section, so I'm only using a height of 16 by 8 inches as a working area. The black fill is the extra space to accommodate the installation. Starting with a blank canvas, the first layer I created was a color fill for the sky. I decided to use a lighter blue tone, and I also added a gradient effect. The ECR layout is set in the late summer heading into early autumn. The gradient effect will help add a haze characteristic for that time of season. Next, I added a set of background transparent PNG files. This is probably the most time-consuming part of the design. Some PNG files I purchased online from various royalty-free graphic sites. The others I photographed myself and removed the backgrounds. I would only use images that are a minimum of 5,000 pixels to ensure the highest quality possible. Here's a couple examples. Transparent trees, wheatgrass, birds, clouds, and rocks. Now that you've seen how the background is constructed, let's take a look at the main 132.5 inch background. Working in inches allows me to edit in real size dimensions. You can see by zooming in just how detailed and large the file is. Starting at the far right, the land slopes down from hillside with a panoramic photograph filling in the distance. The tall grass will rest up against the mainline track. As I mentioned, creating a depth is key. The trees are scaled to 1/87 scale and should give the effect of accurate proportioned trees. As the background descends, the objects get smaller. As we scroll over, the two dividing lines will indicate where the two tables split. And when approaching the rock edge, this is where the tunnel's retaining walls begin to climb. The entire blank section will be behind the tunnel walls and won't be visible. Having ambient sounds and effects were also a huge part of the realism aspect. I recorded a set of sounds and looped everything together for what I like to call layout sound art. The audio files play and loop continuously and is projected from a set of speakers set up around the layout. Here's a sample of sound art I edited playing over the background. Let's set the scene. Late summer, early autumn, late afternoon, and heading into evening. So that's what I've been up to for the last couple weeks. I'm pretty happy with the design results. Can't wait to get everything printed. Thanks for watching, and I'm looking forward to your comments. Don't forget to drop a like and hit subscribe for the very latest. And if you have any questions about designing a backdrop in this manner, feel free to drop me a message.